Hello and welcome to the O Show. Today, of course, is a very special edition because it's Omani Women's Day. So first of all, let's congratulate every woman in Oman. I'm wishing you a beautiful day, and we're going to meet a wonderful photographer. And she is our guest today, and joining us is Dalia al Bassami. She is an established photographer. Welcome to the O Show.
Welcome to you. Actually, I'm so glad to be with you, Lakshmi, and with the audience that you are hosting and who are watching now.
Thank you. And she's amazing because she likes to go with her camera outdoors.
Yep.
And it's to do with abstract photography, street photography. We're going to find out all about that. And first of all, congratulations on Omani Women's Day.
Thank you so much. We are celebrating this special day, and I believe as Omanis, as Omani women, we are always proud and happy to have such a very beautiful occasion such as Omani Women's Day.
Yes. That year when it was declared, when you heard it, I remember I was at the conference or the seminar, that symposium that was happening for everyone and for the development, and His Majesty declared it. October 17th is going to be Omani Women's Day. When you heard it, what was your feeling?
Actually, we were so proud and happy. You know, all those memories comes back to you in the past days when the woman stays home. But after, alhamdulillah, the Omani National Day, and you started to see the impact, the bright impact into the society, and the women from the beginning, they are exist. But to having a special day and celebrating, for us as photographers, I would say we started to think about it from the first day, what we are going to do during that day, especially the 17th. So the 17th, yes, exactly. So we planned to have an exhibition. And occasionally we are having it yearly. And 2 days ago was the opening for the 9th Omani photographers, female photographers exhibition.
Okay, so every year the photographers have come together to put out an exhibition.
Exactly, female photographers.
Female photographers only, women only.
Yeah.
And over these 9 years, because now the 9th exhibition is out there, how do you feel the photographers have evolved?
I would say that with all the competitions are happening and opening the varieties for anybody to communicate and to come to participate in this exhibition, we can see the improving of the Omani female photographer. If we are going to speak about art as art itself, art is, there is no a definition for art more than that someone who's going to enjoy it.
Yes.
But to have a special day to celebrate it with photography and having it as Omani female photographers, I can really see that it is really improving, and they are really showing very great talent. If we are talking about photography for still life, if we are talking about capturing photos from nature, they are there. The photographer, the female photographer herself, really improved that she is increasing and she is a competitor.
Now you yourself have evolved. Remember your exhibition named Memory, which looked at Rustak?
Yeah, it was the opening of Memory around 3-4 years ago.
Yes.
It was in the association.
Yes.
Then it was moved.
Yes. So from like the doors, beautiful collage and abstract, and you really brought out the memory. Maybe you are sentimental about the good old days also?
It is. You know, if we took it from the title itself,
Yes.
it is related to the memories I used to have when I had my past grandmother, and during my stay in Rustak, I was passing through lots of beautiful doors and houses that now they are abandoned, let's say, and they are just having those memories and having the ghosts of the people who used to live there. So the exhibition itself, Memory, is talking about the memories that they are used to be in the houses, the doors, walls, that I can see them through photography, that they are talking. My last exhibition was the second edition for Memory exhibition in Al Hazm Castle. It was in March 2018. and I added some of other photos for the guard of the castle himself, who used to be the guarder there. And it was like a celebration of the life of that man, because alhamdulillah he was not dead. So it was, I meant actually to use his photo as an exist person who used to be the guard.
On.
Yes, he's carrying on.
Yes.
But in the first edition, it was the people who
That have
used
gone
to live
by.
and gone.
Yeah.
That's more. They were more like ghosts into inside the photo, because I used a technique of collaging. The collaging itself is showing the castle and showing the persons and people who used to be there.
Excellent. Now, when I talked about you evolving, so from that, you've moved on to street photography, abstract. And street photography is something that is very unique, although it's been since 70s, but not everybody can do it.
Yeah. Maybe street photography, it is not an easy thing, I would say,
I wouldn't
because
think
you
so,
are,
yeah.
because you are involving people with you, and by the time and maybe by the experience, I'm talking not about me as a photographer, I would say about the photographer, the professional photographer. When you start to have that kind of communication with the people and you start to talk with them, you will get used to have your camera with you and you start to take the photos. At the beginning, you will be very hesitating and you will feel like afraid, why I'm taking the photos of those people? But within the time, with the traveling and going outside, maybe Oman, or especially when you travel outside, it will encourage you. Those who you don't know them and you don't know their culture, a little bit, maybe you will be more into
Bolder.
taking, bolder.
Yeah.
But within the time, and you will get used to it,
Yes.
it will be more easier for you because you have the techniques and the way of taking the right photo at the right time.
I could see that. You can never sit relaxed with a camera in your hand. Somehow you're seeing things in frames, is it?
It is. By the time, subhanAllah, you started to things, when you see it by your own eye, it is going to be a lens or a camera. So you would start to think, if I have my camera with me now, I am going to capture such a beautiful photo. Maybe it's something related to abstract or street photography, or maybe it is just an action just like this happening in front of you, and you say, I wish if I could have my camera with me and I would just grab this type of a photo.
So when you travel, the camera goes with you wherever you go.
Yes, sure. It is now becoming a very easier life. And also, if we are talking about techniques, now this camera is so heavy.
Yes.
So many people are not traveling with such a camera.
Yes.
They are having that compact one, or they are having the smaller and lighter one, especially for street photography. As I told you, you have to be bold, and at the same time, you want to capture a moment that you don't want people to see you, to have that type of...
It has to be natural.
Yeah, it has to be natural.
And the moment.
So with this such a big gear that you are having, sometimes it is not easy
People
to grab
become
it.
conscious.
Yeah. And now lately we've met with lots of street photography photographers. What they do, they bought a smaller than this one, and they would just hang it while they are working, and will just communicate it with their phones, and will just take the photos, and it is going to be, the result is amazing, because when they see the photo, it is so natural, and the people are not concentrating at your eyes, or they know that you are taking the photo. No, they are so natural, and those gears are great, but for
You
street
need something
photography,
lighter, yes. And you got to travel light, you got to be almost unseen for them not to notice you as a photographer.
It is the way, but especially in traveling, it is normal. If you are traveling for a place which is famous, but if you are going specifically for some photography trips by yourself, so better of all, you have to read about the place, you have to know what is the cultural of the people,
Right.
And you at least learn some of the words, so you can go inside and talk with them. So many countries are welcoming you, and others you have to be a little bit conscious about it.
Which are the countries you've been to and have really been intrigued?
I believe I traveled to Turkey so many times for some business and again for photography. The time you start to speak with them, Turkish, it is so easy for them to.
And you
capture.
speak Turkey?
I started to learn a little bit, like Günaydın, for example.
Okay, how interesting. So it's really taking you to different cultures.
It does.
If I say there are any challenges, what would you say are the challenges? And we'll also take a look in a few seconds, your photographs from your first collection memory. So, but what would you say are the challenges?
If I am going to speak about challenges, sometimes you're getting very busy with life. Getting busy, sometimes it is keeping you away from maybe looking for more photos, going through some exhibitions, and that will kill that passion inside you, which is not fine. So for me, as an advice for myself and for photographers, keep yourself engaged with photography
Throughout.
because if you don't use it, you lose it.
Really?
Yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it. It is a technique, and you have to read a lot and try and practicing a lot, because practicing itself is bringing you to the success.
Okay. So here we have, I mean, Dalia, when I look at that picture,
From memory.
oh, it just takes me back to, it's immediately it's the 70s, the 80s, and then of course everything changed.
True. Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Well, it is natural. The door is by nature. I didn't do any editing to the door except the lady, because it is from the memory. Memory exhibition, and the idea behind it is a collaging photo. It's written here الحب لك وحدك. It means the only love. The only love. It's so romantic.
And it was on the door.
It was on the door, right? Yeah. And I had actually so many people with the letter N. They asked to buy this.
Oh really?
Yes.
People whoever had
N with their
and
names.
they have no idea why that N is there, right?
No, not at all.
Or
Because
maybe it's the poet who wrote it.
exactly. So the idea behind having the collage, it is those doors are abandoned and places are abandoned. But for me, it has a story. Each door is having a hidden story behind it.
This is again here. Of course, you have the window.
Yep, a window of hope.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you call it. Window of hope?
It's exactly. It is the Wakan boy. I'm calling it because I took the photo of the boys in Wakan. In collaging, usually I always see photos as individual, but I have it in my head while it's like a drawing in my own memory. When I take the photo of the window, I know that I'm going to have the photo of a boy or whoever over here. So I am just not grabbing the photo of a window.
So you already got the plan.
Yeah, I actually, it's like a plant. It's a plant photography to have it exhibit this way.
Okay.
I am imagining it as
So
how it's the final
there is an
result.
artist as well.
Yeah, it is like the art. Yani, you have to do it and imagining it how it's going to be the final result in the right way. Otherwise, practicing, as I told you, and trying one by one, it is going to take you to the right success.
Now, in this door, I'm just imagining. Did you have this kind of a scenery when you were growing up, where you saw the young girls?
Especially this picture itself, I would say image.
Yeah.
It has the house itself has a story, and I actually, when I captured the photo and I did the collaging, I was having the image when I was little with my friends in the area. This house itself was a house for an old lady who used to invite us, and that lady was taking care of her blind husband, and she was herself blind, and it's a very small house, very small. She were taking care of the house, she were taking care of everything, and whenever we were crossing by, mashallah, her way of hearing was so strong, and whenever she hears someone is walking beside her house, she will call us, and she will call us in a very nice Omani way. She will call us karbo karbo. It means come nearby, come to have your coffee, and you will hear the cups of coffee.
How would you say that? Karbo.
Yeah,
Qahwa?
qahwa. She is calling us to have a cup of coffee with her. So for me, it was a very touchy moment when I saw that house was closed and that lady was dying.
Do you remember her name?
Yeah, I remember her name. Her name was Adom.
Adom is a beautiful memory to celebrate on Omani Women's Day. And what a strong woman. She's blind, her husband is blind, and she looked after the whole house.
True.
And so
Inviting
connected,
us,
to the society.
Exactly.
Beautiful. I love the blue in this color, in this window frame.
Yes, technically, when I started to do the exhibition of memory, Matrah was part of my memory as well. And in comparing between the photos from Matrah and from the interior of Oman, like Nazwa or Rustaq, the type of windows and doors is a little bit different. Why is that? Because Matrah is nearer to the beach, to the sea. So you can see the color of the buildings is almost like white and bright.
Yes.
Inside the interior, it is brownish and it is mud, and you see, then it's like technically it started to be different for me. And I wanted to have that. Yeah, when I started to take the photo, I was thinking actually the blue of the sea and the fisherman who is behind those hidden stories, and he's having his own hidden story,
Of course,
inside
his life.
Yeah.
And that also gives us, letting the breeze in. The windows are quite different.
Yeah.
What would you like to do next, Dalia? I mean, it seems like you have a lot of story to tell in addition, to your images, because these are beautiful stories.
To be very honest with you, Lakshmi, it was a very healing steps for me to do photography with this exhibition. Because if you are having like an irritating memories coming and going when you go across those houses, and you just want to bring it out, it is you have lots of ways. Some people are just keeping the memories to themselves, and some others are just expressing it. For me, it was photography. Now I am going out from the memory exhibition and the memory itself.
Where are you right now?
I'm more into street photography, to tell you the truth, but again with motion, and it's not just capturing a photo. For me, I also like abstract photos, and I enjoy doing it. Later, maybe you can see some of my photos. I'm planning to have another exhibition, away a little bit from memory, but maybe memory of traveling, some of them,
but the moving cultures and societies. I mean, in this picture, it's mainly collage. I would look, because I can see again windows. It's always a space to look out to, isn't it?
It's
the door.
You have to give the hope. You have to give the hope.
And all the people, the ladies there, something from the past, and they're weaving, I think, right? So
they are.
From Oman, you've actually moved on to also international countries. And today you are actually with international stories. Is that what we're going to see from you in the future?
Maybe, but maybe this is not exactly my plan. For me, traveling is a part of taking photos, but it is not the main thing for me. I don't mind to travel interiorly. Oman is having lots of places and lots of beautiful things to take. I believe taking street photography in Oman is also great. Taking people's life photography is one of the very strongest elements in Omani photography world, if I say, because lots of Omani photographers are taking the Omani man and Omani woman as their own subject, and we've been, mashallah, in Oman having lots of awards in all the world. So for me, taking photos into abstract, as I told you, and street photography, it is not considered in a place. I'm not going to say I'm going internationally, but I'm planning to do one of the exhibitions soon, inshallah.
We're going to be waiting for it. And what would you like to say to young girls out there, young girls and boys? We believe in equality, for young budding photographers.
Keep faith and keep strong. You might face lots of obstacles, but again and again, it is not an easy way. Practicing is the right way, and trying lots of type of photography until you find your own image, and working into your own goals is going to be not an easy way. It's just trying.
What age did you start?
I actually started from my years of university. Let's say it was more professional when I joined the Photographic Society. I learned it in a very quite nice way, because we had some good instructors.
Excellent.
It was through workshops, it was through going out, we were going into trips, we were really trying everything, until I found myself, I am an abstract person. I'm not into competition, to tell you the truth. I am not planning to go to a competition and practicing in a way or another, but I don't mind it. I see art as an art. I see art is a very open space for everyone. If you want really to be a unique person in art, just to try. It is an open field.
And find yourself.
Find yourself.
True to your heart.
Yes, believe in yourself.
Okay, that's
just
Beautiful. But the photographer she says she's not good enough when it comes to self-portrait. So no selfies for you, is it?
I am so bad in taking selfies. Oh my God.
She'd rather have someone else take the portraits
Yes,
of her.
exactly.
So thank you so much, and I wish you all the
Thanks
best.
to you.
I've learned
Lakshmi.
so much, and I'm sure
Thank
all
you,
of us have
thank you.
learned.
It is
Thank
my
you.
pleasure. It is my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And she is our guest, Dalia. Dalia's exhibition will be coming up soon, and we're looking forward to it. And we'll keep your wisdom.
And female photographer exhibition is until the 23rd of this month.
Okay, October 23rd. And
Yes.
where is it being held?
In Oman Photographic Association, the Omani Photographic Association, nearer to Az-Zulfa Mosque
Yes.
in Al Khod.
Okay. Oh, in Al Khod. Okay, so with that, we're going to say thank you to her and to you for joining us again on this edition. Do follow us at Oman Observer Facebook page and, of course, omanobserver.com, our website, for the latest of the O shows. We'll be back every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Thank you for joining us.